Our Master of Ceremonies for the afternoon is Janice Rebholz. Many of you will recognize her as the evening anchor of 25 News. Janice was born in Metamora and attended Bradley University, where she studied broadcasting. In 2016, she joined 25 News, and in 2018, she became an evening anchor. Janice received the Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Best Social Media Presence in 2019. In 2021, she received an INBA Best Newscast Award, and in 2023, she was awarded the IBA Best News Anchor. Janice is a proud lifelong resident of Central Illinois. She and her family are part of the next generation of vibrant community members making Central Illinois a great place to call home.
Hello, good morning. Thank you guys for the opportunity to help spotlight Central Illinois' philanthropic community, and this place is so much more fun than a newsroom. The people and organizations honored today make our world in Central Illinois a better place, something I get to witness every single day in my job. By improving upon and enhancing social services, education, providing healthcare solutions, programs for young people, and filling in all the gaps of those places without much needed resources. Today's honorees have already received their finest awards from their work, watching our community become stronger through their efforts. So a thank you to every single one of you for what you do. We all take inspiration from the outstanding examples of generosity every single day. Now, delivering our keynote address today, we are fortunate to have the former president of Easter Seals, Steve Thompson. Now, for 42 years, he was the CEO of Easter Seals. It's a nonprofit that provides specialized services to children from birth to age 21 who need extra therapies to realize their unique potential. Steve knew at an early age that he wanted to help people, especially kids. He went to graduate school at U of I, where he found his calling as coaching wheelchair athletes. He knew he wanted to help people with disabilities reach their full potential, a dedication that he shared with his wife, Maureen, or Mo, for more than 40 years. Now, Steve and Mo believe children deserve the best. After having 4 of their own, which is already a handful, they adopted 14 more, raising them in Tremont, so I may need to talk to them, get some advice later. They spend their retirement visiting their 18 children, and then all the grandchildren too, sprinkled across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Thompson, please.
Yes, 32 grandkids. All right, that's a prayer request. Well, good morning. It is truly a privilege to be with all of you today as we celebrate National Philanthropy Day, and even more so celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Central Illinois chapter of the National Association of Fundraising Professionals. I believe the American brand of philanthropy stands alone in the world. And I contend that the Central Illinois brand of philanthropy stands out among the very best in the country, making this celebration all the more special. Now, in late-breaking news, I read in the Wall Street Journal this morning that generosity is a powerful drug, even in small doses. Donations to a worthy cause or acts of kindness to friends give your mind and body a boost. Wouldn't you know it? Philanthropy's good for you. The article went on to say that the side effects of a charitable act may include a better mood, lower blood pressure, and a longer life, according to studies from brain scientists and economists. Now, all this simply confirms my suspicion that the best way to ensure that you're going to live to 100 is to include Easter seals in your estate plan. So apparently, if you want to feel like $1 million, all you got to do is give $1 million. You know, philanthropy is much more than just the act of giving. Think for a moment about the countless lives touched by philanthropy, from life-saving medical services, educational scholarships, disaster relief, enriching cultural experiences, caring for families in need. Philanthropy is woven into the very fabric of our society. And today, as we recognize the transformative power of giving, we must also acknowledge those who work tirelessly to make philanthropy possible, and that's the fundraising professionals here with us today in this room. In every sector, from education to healthcare to social services, they are the ones who are connecting the hearts and minds of donors with mission-minded organizations and helping them align their resources with their values and passions. So to all of you fundraising professionals here today, thank you. Thank you for being the catalysts of change and bringing the full impact of philanthropy to realization. You know, I've been observing, interacting with, and working alongside some extraordinary philanthropists and some gifted fundraising professionals for more than 40 years. And I have been collecting what I believe are some of the common and shared attributes of great philanthropists and great fundraisers. And so this morning I'm going to share with you 8 great attributes of great philanthropists and great fundraisers. The first is integrity, a word that we often use but don't always well understand. Integrity simply means the alignment of our values and beliefs, our words and our actions. The word integrity is derived from the word integration. And when our words don't match our actions, disintegration invariably follows. Sadly, all of us know philanthropists and fundraisers whose lives, reputations, and careers have disintegrated. To quote Jerry Panis, start with integrity or don't start at all. Number 2 is love. Great philanthropists and fundraisers love others. As the video mentioned, the word philanthropy literally means lover of humankind. The love and caring concern that philanthropists and fundraisers have for others is sincere. It's real. And don't you think that now more than ever, being real is important? In an age of reality TV, impossible meat, fake news, and internet scams, and chat GPT, being authentic is an antecedent to greatness. And faking it doesn't make it real. Now, in full disclosure, I did sprinkle a little chat GPT chat in the introductory remarks I just made. Loving sincerely. Number 3 is leadership. John Maxwell's axiom that everything rises and falls on leadership sums up the importance of this shared attribute. And distilled to its essence, leadership is simply influence, influencing those around us. All of us are leaders, and all of us are influencing others. The question simply is, are we influencing people for good? Are we influencing them positively and beneficially, or negatively and in a destructive manner? The 4th is vision. The defining attribute of great philanthropists and great fundraisers is summed up in their ability to see further, to see clearer, and together to conceptualize and cast a vision for a preferred future. Philanthropists and fundraisers are both the architects and the builders of dreams. Number 5 is passion. Great philanthropists and great fundraisers possess a passionate sense of mission. It's both real and it's personal. It's palpable, and it's visible in ways unique to them. You know, it's easy to assume that all passion is marked by outward displays of excitement, and enthusiasm, and high energy. And while that's often the case, passion is no less real in those whose quiet demeanor overlays the passionate sense of mission and purpose that lies within. I like what John W. Gardner once wrote in his personal journal. He said, "My friend's reputation suffered a grave blow when a journalist described him as vegetative." That's not the word I would have chosen. This was 50, 60, 70 years ago. Among bright, high-performance people, there could hardly be any judgment more damning. But why? He's brilliant, and his judgment is superb. Is he somewhat lethargic? Yes. But must we all be scramblers and rope skippers? I'm a rope skipper myself, but everyone exudes passion in their own unique way. Underpinning passion is persistence, resilience, and perseverance. And simply put, great philanthropists and great fundraisers never give up. Communication. Great philanthropists and fundraisers are master communicators. They are adept at written and verbal communication, including public speaking. And notably, they're good listeners. Not because they have to, but because they are truly interested in what others have to say. Number 7, they're action-oriented. They take initiative. And they're often driven by a sense of urgency. While they realize the importance of making right decisions, they also recognize that by themselves, decisions are overrated. And it is by formidable, intentional action that dreams become reality. I often illustrate this with a question. So there's 5 frogs sitting on a log. 4 decide to jump. How many frogs are left on the log? 5. Why? Because deciding to jump and jumping are 2 different things. This attribute is really related to the earlier one, love. You see, love is a verb. Love is action. And if you're like me, too often my love never leaves the friendly confines of my own mind. I often use the example of the popular Willie Nelson song, "Always on My Mind," to remind myself and others that what's on my mind and what I actually do are very different. How many of you know the song "Always on My Mind"? It's a great song, isn't it? It is a great song with some really awful lyrics as a guide to the way we should be living our lives and caring for other people. So here's some of the lyrics. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could. Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. Maybe I didn't hold you, and I guess I never told you, but you were always on my mind. You know, I told my daughters, if a guy ever tells you that, you punch him right in the nose. So let me get this straight, Willie. You didn't treat me as good as you should have. You didn't love me as often as you could have. You didn't even take the time to say and do even little things. You didn't hold me. You never told me. But I was always on your mind. It happens to me. Lastly, great philanthropists and great fundraisers are fun. They know how to make the journey fun. They have a great sense of humor, and they don't take themselves too seriously. So in closing, On this Philanthropy Day, we celebrate not only the act of giving, but the individuals, families, and organizations that invest their resources to lift up others and to promote the common good. But just as importantly, we celebrate the fundraising professionals who make it all possible. Those who inspire generosity, build meaningful relationships, and make a lifetime career of helping the world be a better place. I want to thank you personally, each of you, for your passion, your generosity, and your dedication to making a difference right here in Central Illinois. I hope today is an inspiration to all of us to continue to give cheerfully, lavishly, strategically, and from the heart as we shape a brighter future for all of us. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Please continue to enjoy your lunch as we get started with awards. As the acceptance videos begin, recipients and presenters are asked to make their way to the stage. Again, come up on the right side. And we are going to start with Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy, ages 5 to 17. It is incredible how young people start learning to fundraise. Now, this award recognizes service by a young person through commitment to charitable programs, leadership, and volunteering. Jonathan Alexander. He decided to design his Eagle Scout project around a memorial to his friend Devin, who suddenly died at the beginning of the year. Now, Devin was an avid soccer player, and Jonathan thought that it would be a fitting memorial to place benches around the soccer field where he played in his honor. Now, Jonathan led fundraisers to purchase the materials to assemble these benches, display Devin's name and number. 5 all-weather benches are now placed around the soccer field at Illinois Valley Central High School. Then there was even some money left after all of that he was able to give a donation to their soccer program. Jonathan demonstrates leadership in other ways. Supporter Ryan mentioned, "My son Henry has been pursuing music at school. Jonathan volunteered his time this summer to teach and lead middle schoolers in learning guitar." Ben Blumenberg, he is the Scout Executive CEO. He will present the Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy Award to Jonathan Alexander.
One of my close friends passed away February 27th, and he was very close with a lot of people, and I figured I'd want to do something to keep him within our memories, you know. Devin impacted a lot of people, and it was very sad to see that he had to leave. And soccer was something very important to him, so I thought it would be nice to remember him by, you know, having some benches there. Sometimes the bigger corporations don't have the feel a smaller group that is connected with the person can do, I think, personally. Part of my Eagle Scout project, I gathered a group of people. We created some benches on the soccer field where Devin played to remember him. Yeah. Just do it. Do something nice for people. Do something nice for your community. Never hurts. Makes me feel good. Makes it a little easier to sleep at night.
Good job, Jonathan. We are so proud of you and thankful for you, and especially all the people that now get to use those benches. Now, the Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy, we're going to go to the age bracket of 18 to 23, recognizing service by a young person or a group with their commitment to the community through direct financial support, development of programs, volunteering, and leadership. Delta, Delta, Delta sorority at Illinois State University partners with St. Jude Children's Hospital throughout the year, raising money and sharing the mission. This year, the chapter held St. Jude Week, Well, there were daily events held on campus, and there was also a pancake breakfast called D-Hop, Delta House of Pancakes, where all of the money was given to St. Jude. Supporter Megan said, "We're so grateful and humbled by the support that we receive from Illinois State University Tri-Delta chapter. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to shine a light on this wonderful group of women." Corinne Olson will present the Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy Award to this age group.
Philanthropy is important to us as Tri-Delta women because it stems from one of our core values of self-sacrifice.
Tri-Delta has been partnering with St. Jude for over 25 years, and we are so excited that we just hit our fundraising goal of over $100 million. This semester, we have organized 10 events for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
With our dollars raised, we've been able to help provide St. Jude with a short-term housing facility on their main campus called the Tri-Delta Place.
This allows each patient's family to not have to worry about treatment, travel, food, or housing.
Raising money for St. Jude has not only brought us closer together as a chapter, but as sisters during our philanthropy events.
Tri-Delta may only be 4 years, but our connection to St. Jude lasts a lifetime.
This past month, we hosted our second annual St. Jude Week, which is a week comprised of different philanthropy events leading to our biggest philanthropy event of the semester called Delta's House of Pancakes.
We are very proud to say that we reached our goal of $7,500 in just 1 week. This past summer, we were both fortunate to be able to visit St. Jude's main campus in Memphis, Tennessee.
During this visit, we were fortunate enough to see some of the amenities that are provided to the campus by our fundraising efforts.
We are so thankful to be recognized for our philanthropic efforts.
Our chapter would continue to fundraise for St. Jude regardless of getting an award, but it is nice to be recognized. Some inspiration, I would say, is just putting yourself out there. The littlest bit of change can make a huge impact.
Good job, ladies. And you cannot underestimate just how much work goes into college, being a part of a group, and then planning this whole week, executing it. So congratulations, ladies. Often referred to as Wizard of Fundraising, Dr. Ian Sturrock of Bradley University greatly advanced philanthropy in Central Illinois using ethical principles and good storytelling. After his death in 1989, the Outstanding Fundraising Executive Award was renamed in his honor to recognize outstanding professionalism and commitment to ethical standards. This year's recipient is Roberta English, Executive Director of Wildlife Prairie Park, a place I frequent very often. Now, Roberta began as CEO in 2019, right before the pandemic hit. But this did not slow her down, where she created a 5-year strategic plan to sustain and enhance the facility. Roberta's strong leadership, fundraising, and engagement skills helped Wildlife Prairie Park emerge as a stronger organization despite the hurdles of the pandemic. Supporters Sharon and John say through Roberta's leadership and very effective fundraising initiatives, the financial situation has stabilized. Work is underway for capital improvements, including upgrades of animal enclosures, ADA accessibility, and it's being improved all over the park through her Park for All initiative. Roberta English practices her profession in a way that would make Ian Sturrock proud. Kristen Birchtold will present the 2024 Ian T. Sturrock Professional Fundraising Award to Roberta English.
Half our operating revenue is philanthropy. So we are about making sure that Wildlife Prairie Park stays a part of this community, and we can't do it without donors. So I'm truly, truly grateful for all the people that have helped us get this far, 46 years. Well, for me, it's really just about the relationships. I like meeting the people, meeting the donors. I like working with board members, and it's just about the relationships and the relationship development. And I love that part of the job the best. And then once you develop a rapport with someone and you're all on the same team, and it's like, well, of course, we're going to get this done. I think that's the part that I'm good at. You hear people all the time talk about what a generous community this is. And I think it's important to keep it that way, and it's something that will attract people to the community. And there's not that many places where, they say, what's a great place to be a philanthropist? Well, Central Illinois is a great place to be a philanthropist, not just New York and Chicago. We can do really good work right here, develop really good relationships, and see things happening. That's what I really like. We see it happening. And when we raise money here, you see the good works that come from it. You just can't drive down the street, you can't walk down the street. I can't walk around my park, not even 5 feet without seeing something that philanthropy has done. So that's why I love it. And I think we all just have to kind of slow down and enjoy life and remember that, volunteering is also, what makes life good. I just recently volunteered at the Goodwill Stand Down. Boy, that was like my best day all of last week. And it was not at Wildlife Prairie Park. It was helping another nonprofit do something that they needed to do. And I think we all need to slow down and do that. Sometimes I get too busy, just like everybody else. I think one of the things that is great about Central Illinois that is also, we have a lot of good fundraisers here, and a lot of people here are willing to mentor others. I couldn't do what I do without people who have helped me, taught me, mentored me, and that's really important to me, to teach, help, mentor others. I think we all need to do that. And that'll keep the community going. That'll keep it a great place to be a fundraiser.
And that place is a toddler's dream. Every time we go there, there is something new to see. The Wolves, huge hit. All right, our next award recognizes an outstanding philanthropic organization. The Tessa Sutton Foundation was created in 2023 in honor of Tessa. She died shortly after her 17th birthday. Tessa endured bravely 22 months of intense chemotherapy, radiation, surgeries, and she displayed strength and grace beyond her years. She was grateful for the strong support shown for her by her community, and she wanted to give back. Now, the Tessa Sutton Foundation financially supports families and other people that are facing cancer or other catastrophic illnesses. They also created the Sunshine Cart. It's a mobile cart filled with toys, activities, necessities for children and their families that are staying at the Children's Hospital of Illinois. The foundation has also established a snack station at the OSF Richard Owens Hospice House, offering free snacks for patients and visitors. Supporter Jim says, Tessa was a leader in life and is a leader now. The foundation's work allows Tessa's unique personality to live on and inspire the youth of Central Illinois. Congratulations to the Tessa Sutton Foundation receiving the Outstanding Philanthropic Foundation. Megan Ashleman will be presenting this award to the Tessa Sutton Foundation.
Philanthropy means giving back to the community and helping others who are facing something similar that we went through with Tessa. It was her dream and goal to pay forward all the support and love that she received, and that's what philanthropy means to us.
Some words of wisdom, and I don't know, we were kind of thrown into this situation, for lack of a better term, based on everything that happened. But some words of wisdom would be, no matter how small of a difference that you feel like you're making, it means the world to the people that you're helping, and things that start small can become very big very quickly. We know firsthand, the amount of community support and stuff that Tessa received meant the world to us, and it means the world to us now to be able to give back in Tessa's name to those throughout the community who need it most.
It was important for us to give back to St. Jude and to the OSF Children's Hospital because of the amazing care they provided for Tessa. But it was also important to her that the money that we give to individuals didn't exclude people that weren't facing childhood cancer, because in her words, there isn't a St. Jude for adults. So I thought that was really wise of her to realize that all families face financial struggles, and sometimes when it's an adult who is ill, it's even harder than if it's a child who's ill.
And one of the other big, focus areas for the foundation is that we're taking Tessa's ideas that she provided to us that really you could only put together in the way she was able to put them together with the firsthand experience she had going through something like that. So thinking of little things like the Sunshine Cart program that we have at OSF Children's Hospital, she knew how much of a world of difference it would make to the patients there to get something small, just a toy, a book, or a phone charger for a parent. Little things like that that someone who's not, a patient in the hospital going through that firsthand may not think of, but it was a very small thing that we could do that had a big impact to those who are recipients of it.
And Tessa's impact was felt across Central Illinois and even beyond. A lot of young people that maybe didn't even know Tessa personally, talking about her, playing against her on the soccer field, so her impact felt by many, many people. Dennis A. Steele was a former AFP leader representing the Central Illinois chapter at the international meeting known as ICON for the first time. His charitable resume includes serving as a member, board member, or Prono advisor for more than 24 nonprofits in Greater Central Illinois. Now, the award presented in his name is given to a philanthropic organization with a solid record of financial support for groups in the community, across the state, and the nation. The Dennis A. Steele Outstanding Philanthropic Organization Award is being presented to the Rally for the Cure golf outing organized by Vicki Baumgarten, proceeds benefiting Susan G. Komen Central Illinois Memorial Affiliate. Supporter Gina said, according to the CDC, a woman is diagnosed in the United States every 2 minutes with breast cancer. The Rally for the Cure supports patients right here in Central Illinois. By working with Susan G. Komen, the rally, volunteers and golf outing participants make sure that those dollars are available for local women to receive screening, lymphedema treatment, transportation, and a whole lot more. Now, Rally for the Cure held its 25th annual outing in August, and they have raised more than $200,000 over the years. Susan G. Komen is special to Central Illinois, founded by Susan's sister, Nancy Brinker, and they are both from Peoria. Congratulations to Rally for the Cure golf outing, receiving the Dennis A. Steele Outstanding Philanthropic Organization for 2024, and rightfully so, Gail Young will present this award.
Been 25 years for Rally for the Cure golf outing at Arrowhead Country Club. Many volunteers, committee members, community donations. I mean, the list just goes on. It's very close to my heart. I'm not a survivor, but I am a advocate, big time. I mean, we've raised a lot of money for Susan G. Komen. I think it gets the community involved a lot more than just someone going door to door asking for a donation, where you get them involved, whether it's a golf outing or a luncheon or whatever it may be, with many people that have that charitable thing close to their heart. In the long run, we can help find a cure for this disease. I would just like to say that if you do have younger girls or young kids, boys, girls, everybody that want to be involved in something that touches many lives, this is the way to go for Susan G. Komen. I mean, they've helped a lot of people from the day of diagnosis to being cancer-free. It's a long process, but everybody's here to help. I'd just like to thank Arrowhead Country Club and the Women's Golf Association, all of the people who have volunteered for the committee or volunteers to help on the golf course. Also, all of our donors who have many years have blessed us with funds to make it happen. And let's find a cure, because it's an awful disease.
Thank you, Vicki. The Giving Heart Award recognizes a service up and coming in an individual or group. Impact Central Illinois awarded their first grant in 2020. Founded by Lori and Shelley Weaver, each year they collect $1,100 in individual donations from their female members and collectively choose local causes worthy for large gifts. Now, the first grant was $130,000 to the Children's Home Association of Illinois. This year, Southside Mission, Family House, and CASA of the 10th Judicial Circuit were awarded $100,000. Camp Big Sky receiving the Inspire grant of $25,000. Supporter Jonathan said that Impact Central Illinois' concept informs and empowers their more than 300 members to become more personally aware and involved in the various organizations that they expose. This is an enduring legacy impacting our community far beyond the grants themselves. Jonathan and Jolene Roque and Amy Stoller will present the Giving Heart Award to Lori Weaver of Impact Central Illinois.
I think philanthropy, when you know, most people that think of that word, philanthropist, it's someone who, like a rare person, and it's a huge gift. And the thing that I love about Impact Central Illinois and that we hear from our members over and over is that their $1,000 gift, collected, pooled with others, makes this a philanthropy type gift. And it's just a really special feeling to feel like you can move the needle for some of these nonprofits in our area.
Impact Central Illinois is just excited to support the nonprofits, not just financially, but while they are fulfilling their project or using the granting dollars, we are excited to walk alongside them and make sure that our members stay connected. And so even after the project is put in place, we make sure that our members can go back and see the results of their investment. And working with those nonprofits is just a real gift.
Well, you know, one thing that we're excited about is we started doing a junior membership because we had girls that were like 14 to 22 and they wanted to be a part of it, but getting $1,000 was a little bit of a stretch for them. So we made a junior membership, and it's $500, and they have the full voting rights, so they can show up in June when we're voting on our semifinalists that have been brought forward through the process.
I'd also say don't let the amount of needs or the amount of nonprofits in our community to become overwhelming. Begin where you are and just start giving, and the community will give back abundantly.
I had never heard of anything like this before, you know, and to think, like, I was like, has this been going on everywhere? Like, I didn't know about collective giving, where women come together and say, I can give $1,000 and pool it. And so the first year, I think we did like 100, we had one grant for 130,000, 130 women. And then, you know, it was kind of like everyone in the beginning was like, is this it? Is this all? And then we just kept growing. So it's been 180. And now, can we announce our big number yet? But we don't know. We're not done yet. But last year was 341, and we're on track, you know, to do that again. So it's exciting, and we're kind of like, what's the potential here? How big can we get? So we'll see.
The Louis J. Berger Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award is a tribute to the legacy of Peorian Louis Lou Berger. Lou was a founder and past chairman of the Peoria Area Community Foundation, as well as a chairman of the group who built the Peoria Civic Center. At 74 years old, Lou served on numerous charitable boards, limiting himself to just 3 meetings a day for fun, though, just for fun. When he and his wife moved from Peoria, he donated his Grandview Drive home, so you can imagine how much that was worth, to Bradley University. Jeff and Lori Wallen lost their son Brad to cancer. The family had been involved in Little League and decided to coordinate the Brad Wallen Memorial Little League Tournament in his honor. Well, supporter Jeff told us about the evolution of the event. In 2008, we had 32 teams. We raised $6,500 for St. Jude. We thought that was crazy from a little baseball tournament. Well, little did we know at the time that this would evolve into what it is today and mean so much to the entire community of Central Illinois and really around the state. This year, they celebrated their 20th year of the tournament with more than 350 teams participating, more than 670 games played over 5 days at 38 fields. That's a lot of baseball. The tournament made a donation over $220,000 to St. Jude, bringing the 17-year total to $1.8 million. The Wallens also created a Chillicothe to Peoria run for St. Jude, and over the 20 years of that, Chillicothe to Peoria St. Jude, $3.8 million. Now, supporter Rick said Jeff and Lori Wallen were a catalyst for this community change. They are cherished, and they've built a legacy to Brad and St. Jude. Corinne Olson of Alsac with St. Jude will present the 2024 Louis J. Berger Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser to Jeff and Lori Wallen.
Philanthropy is important to me just based on what we've been through. Our generation of people are not very philanthropic. My grandparents were always involved in giving, and I think that that's something that's handed down to us. Just part of our family values is to give back, and doing that through philanthropy. Our goal is to create community awareness, in our case for St. Jude, and touch as many lives as we can and bring that awareness to the forefront so that others may follow in our footsteps and give as well. It doesn't hurt to ask for help. We ask for a lot of help in our endeavors of what we do, and it makes a huge difference. We couldn't do it without our help.
Our friends, our family, volunteers, people that were involved over the 20 years of us trying to keep Brad's spirit with all of us and hope that he's never forgotten.
We are honored to even have been nominated for this award, and we were very humbled when we were selected to accept this award. Our only condition to accepting the award was that we would accept it on behalf of our group, our committee. This isn't about the Wallens. This isn't about Brad Wallen. This is about giving back, and we give back as a group. Without them, this event did not happen, and we could not raise and be as philanthropic as we would like to have been. From our tournament sponsors to our volunteers to our players, we're grateful, and we're honored to accept this award on their behalf.
I want to reiterate that was 353 teams. Can you imagine how many peanut butter and jellies and Gatorades they went through that week? Corporations can share resources with their communities, making a profound impact on the quality of life for people around them. Now, the business chosen to receive the Outstanding Philanthropic Corporation Award makes this a priority. RE/MAX Traders Unlimited is operated by Jeff and Wendy Kolbus. They and their team volunteer at multiple events, including operating the phone lines for the Drive for Miracles. They raise nearly $400,000 each year for OSF Children's Hospital of Illinois. Jeff and Wendy give generously of their time, serving on several boards and councils. Jeff, Wendy, and the entire RE/MAX team exemplify the best of philanthropy, according to supporter Michael. He says, bringing community and service together to accomplish more than they can imagine. They also sponsor events like the local Peoria MS Walk and the Center for Prevention of Abuses Duck Race. Within the company, RE/MAX Traders Unlimited supports their own agents and staffs with annual celebrations, including an awards banquet, safe trick-or-treating, breakfast with Santa, and all kinds of other fun events. Tom Hammerton of OSF St. Francis will present the 2024 Outstanding Philanthropic Corporation Award to Jeff and Wendy Kolbus of RE/MAX Traders Unlimited.
We were thrilled to be told that we won this award. Never thought that we did anything special. It was just part of who we are.
I think Peoria is a very highly philanthropic area. It's been known to give and give and give. Just creates a better community for everyone to live in.
Wendy is a third-generation real estate agent. Her grandfather started our company in 1937, and I would say her grandfather, her father were the examples that we tried to mimic. I was blessed to be able to work with her dad for 20 plus years. His example is kind of who we became. And we try to then share that and pass that down to our staff, our agents, our family, our sons. I think we've just been blessed and want to continue to give back to the community that supports our company, our agents, our staff, and their families.
And I don't think anyone ever needs to feel they have to give in this massive way. I don't think we feel like we've done that. It's just little bits here and there. Everybody can give some. And when everybody comes together, that's, all our agents, our staff, everybody comes together and we all give, and that's what makes the difference.
And giving is not just money, it's time as well too. So we preach that as well too. If you can't give, donate your time and be involved at some of the projects that we've been involved with over the years.
Thank you, Jeff and Wendy. Now, the Special Recognition Award highlights a group or individual whose accomplishments don't match any of the other award criteria, but what they're doing is very incredible. Sister Judith Ann Duvall, OSF, has been quietly driving significant initiatives for OSF Healthcare during her 18-year tenure as Major Superior. Supporters describe her leadership style marked by humility, grace, and unwavering commitment. While her efforts are not traditionally philanthropic, she has fostered a culture of support for patients, their communities, and to her mission partners. Sister Judith Ann works alongside Heart of Illinois United Way to combat homelessness. Supporter Jennifer noted she always keeps the person at the center of our collective focus. Now, the goal, we as fundraisers, always trying to strive, as Supporter Robert says, she leads by example with a full heart of compassion and steadfast dedication. Tom Hammerton will present the 2024 Special Recognition Award to Sister Judith Ann Duvall, OSF.
Sister Judith Ann's just special. I told her, I said, Sister Judith Ann, whenever I'm close to you, I feel like I'm a little bit closer to God with every step of the way.
She's a grounding force in all of us understanding why we're here. I think she is really translating to all of us some amazing words, sometimes maybe direct from God. She's pretty good.
Sister Judith Ann actually is our best fundraiser. And there was a hammer on the table. Somebody had been doing some work in the room. I got up and picked up the hammer and walked up to her, and I said, "You are now going to be called our hammer." And now every year for Christmas, she sends me an ornament that has a hammer on it. And she is a hammer in the softest, sweetest way.
Sister Judith Ann is probably the tiniest powerhouse I've ever known. She radiates the love of Christ. You cannot be in her presence without feeling the love of Christ. And I think we are in a time that is rare and golden, having her be at the helm.
She's been Mother Superior for their congregation for a number of years, and what she has meant in leading that. Likewise, she has been the board chair for OSF and all of our companies for that same time.
Anytime you're with her, you feel 100% that you are with her. She is engaging. You are her sole focus. You just feel like there is no other person in the room. You watch her life and what she has given, and she just is so inspiring.
Through your outstanding leadership, your guidance, your compassion, your work across with all of us over all these years, that we clearly wouldn't be the same organization today without your leadership over the last years. And so I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for what you do for us. You often tell us thank you for what we do each and every day. Well, this is my opportunity to say thank you, Sister Judith Ann, for what you do for us each and every day.
Our final award today is Outstanding Philanthropist. A philanthropist, someone who seeks to promote the welfare of others through generosity of their time, effort, and money. Now, our community is greatly lucky to have Bob and Julie Dobsky, two dedicated to using their time, talents, and treasures to make Central Illinois a better place. They're based in Bloomington Normal, and they support charitable organizations big and small, old and young. Faith in Action keeps older adults able to stay independent and active. The Dobskys financially help by hosting Dine to Donate events at their restaurant. They also volunteer to provide transportation for those that are housebound. Supporters Darla and Lisa say they also graciously open their home each year for a celebration with board members and donors. The annual event is to highlight our organization. They provide a warm and welcoming environment. They're also big supporters of the WD Boys Council, Boy Scouts of America. They were the first recipients of the Good Scout Award, honoring their fundraising and volunteering efforts. Another charity close to their heart is the Baby Fold. They serve vulnerable children and families with a variety of services, and their CEO said that their generosity has not only funded essential projects, but have enabled us to enhance the safety and comfort of our facilities. We present Julie and Bob Dobsky with the 2024 Outstanding Philanthropist Award. Jill Reisenberg of the Baby Fold will present this award.
Well, philanthropy is important because if we're successful and we're able to contribute or give back to the community or the individuals or whatever, this benefits everybody.
If you give your time or your finances, you're there to make a difference. And I think that's really what is important to us, that we make a difference in our community and we make a difference in our own lives by doing that.
We wish other businesses would also get involved with that, but a lot of businesses are there just for the bottom line, and we've got to stay successful and pay our bills in that, but at the same time, if we can help and give back to that community in that, people appreciate it. We found that over the years, that's exactly what the community does. They support your business as well as you individually in that when you do get involved in that and give back.
Being an example for others, and that they will do the same and help support your community. It's just so, to be involved either in their time, which we are. It's not just that we give finances, but we're also involved in many, many organizations.
Because of our employees, we're able to do that with the businesses and that.
That's true about the employees. The more they see you do this, the more they get involved in this. And I see it in my child care. They're very involved in the community, and they're very involved with the families that attend Little Jewels. As I tell a lot of my friends, staff, there's somebody waiting for you to help them. So you just have to make sure you make the move.
We appreciate the recognition here and that, but it's not necessary because, again, we're not doing it to get the recognition, we're doing it to help.
It's our community. And we want to make it strong, and we want to tell the story of our community. That's really what it's about.
And the gentleman in the blue suit is Cleet, not Jill. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Janice Redholz. Janice, we're grateful that you shared your time and your treasure with us today. Thanks for introducing each of these inspiring individuals and organizations honored today. Monica Taylor Lottie, Executive Vice President and Chief Development Officer at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, describes philanthropy like this. In a world often defined by individual pursuits and competitive endeavors, philanthropy is an exercise in collective action and shared purpose. Philanthropy is more than just the act of giving, it is a catalyst for change. This is the power of philanthropy, transforming capital into the capacity for creating a better world. Use your power wisely, and please leave your name badges on the table for recycling. Thank you so much. Have a great day.